Hey everybody!
Hey guys, can you hear us?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us. We were having a little bit of a technical difficulty on our end. That's why we started a few minutes later than normal. But I think
Thank you, James.
I think we can. And Frank's gonna welcome everybody. The chat is going really fast right now. So, let's see here.
Delilah wants to get on my lap. Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, I'm
sorry,
don't know how
honey.
to pause this.
Go in your bed. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We have Jenny H is here. Katie Hislop. Wanda Byram, Tony Wilson, Reggie and her man. Hey, Reggie.
Hey, Reggie and Al.
Tony Wilson. Oh, Tony Wilson. Already said that. Silo Steve's here.
Hey, Steve. Where you been? How you been?
Leanne is here. Chantel. James Dwyer. Matt Burns.
Leanne.
El Rondo. James Ellis, Just Pamela, Brenda Ratliff, Margie Chadwick,
Vanessa Wyndham,
Tim, Kathy Perry, Lorraine. I can't play with you right now, Dyla. You need to go sit down. Sabrina,
Pamela,
Chris,
Just Pamela,
Chris Marie, Aubrey,
Tracy, Chuck,
Rick M, Cub Fan. Adam Winters, Carla Miller, M. Modlinsky.
Hello.
Hello, M. And Bubba Smith. So hello to everybody.
Goodness.
We currently, it looks like, have 67 people in our
right at 3
chat.
o'clock.
in our chat today. We did, oh my gosh, it just jumped to 72.
Oh boy.
Let's see. So we would like to welcome everybody to our chat today. Why are you hitting me?
Because you're doing the hands.
Because my hands are cold.
You got coffee.
But my hands are cold. Thank you, James. So we would like to start out by welcoming everybody to the chat today. Welcome, new guys.
Welcome, new guys, into a new year.
And welcome all our previous subscribers, and welcome to the new subscribers, I guess is where I was going with that. We want to remind everybody to be kind in the chat today. We have two moderators today, James Ellis and Katie Hislop. And I wanted to thank them for being moderators, and just remind everybody to be kind to one another. No vulgar language, and please, if you see a troll, let us know. So let's get right to the chat. So as everybody knows, or hopefully everybody knows, I'm Kevin, and this is Frank, and we're Cruising with Wheels. And
in case you didn't know where you were.
In case you didn't know where you were, and today we're having coffee talk and cruise chat. And we wanted to start out with asking everybody if they saw the collaboration video that we did with, who did we do the collaboration video with?
Oh gosh, we did so many. List. And we have, well, I know we have Tony in here from Lalita Loca.
Oh, where's Tony?
Tony just came in.
Oh, Tony! Hey! If you guys haven't checked out Lalita Loca's channel, please do so. At the end of the live stream, when it's saving to replay, I will link all the creators in the description below. So real quick, if you're a creator and you have, something going on cruise-wise, just pop your next to your name, creator, and I will make sure to link you in the description below. We love Tony and Jenny from Lalita Loca, but let's tell everybody who we did the collaboration with.
Well, we did the collaboration with Morgan, the unofficial travel guide.
Tony and Jenny from La Lita Loca.
Yeah, and they did it. They filmed right from their cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome.
That was awesome.
I know. Thanks for taking the time out from your cruise to do that for us.
Derek and Gregory, our new friends over at D&G Explorers.
Yep. Matt and Sandy, the Cruise Geeks.
Ben and David from Cruise with Ben and David.
Yeah.
They're in the UK. They're our good friends. Hi!
And then, of course, Sherry from Cruise Tips TV.
And Mr. CCTV. He's behind the scenes.
And Little Man.
But it's junior editor now.
He got promoted.
Junior editor. He got a promotion.
Sweet.
We had Sharon, Jamie, and Matthew from Sharon at Sea. Mr. and Mrs. Traveler from Mr. Traveler. And Scotty Singer, or Scott Singer as you all know him, from Scott Singer Cruises. We wanted to thank everybody that it was involved in that video. It was quite an undertaking, and it was really fabulous and heartwarming that all these creators were involved in that. So if you haven't seen the Happy New Year's video that we did, please go check it out after the live stream.
And we have who we have it James from James and Gavin Till also from the UK.
Hey,
Margaret Downey from Aberdeen, Scotland. Welcome. So yeah, this is really exciting. We have so many people from Australia, UK, Scotland, Japan, here in the USA. Mexico. I don't think we have anyone from Antarctica yet, so.
Did you say Australia?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Several from Australia.
We wanted to give you guys an idea of what's going on with the group cruise. People message me all the time and message Frank wondering what's going on. And we haven't yet received a group report from Sarah since... What does it say? December
2nd. Yeah.
So it's been about a month.
Right. And we didn't get one this week, which we wanted because just in this last 1 week, I think Kevin has sent out at least 24 emails to people requesting information on the group cruise. And we know from receiving emails back that at least like 6, 7, or 8 cabins have been booked just in the last couple of days, and we got those email confirmations, but we don't have the official Sarah report yet.
Right.
So
our official numbers right now are, we have 61 cabins that are booked with 119 people sailing on our group cruise with Frank and I.
Right.
And we have about 5 or 6 cabins that are waiting to be confirmed.
We know of, let alone what else that have been booked with Sarah that we don't know.
So I want to remind everybody that once you book with Sarah, you have to book with our specialist for the group cruise. They stop pointing. I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to say, and you're pointing. He's pointing at all this stuff. Stop! Anyways, what I was saying was, it's very important that you email us after you book your group cruise. You need to follow the instructions because there are 5, 6, or 7 naughty cabins that haven't sent us a registration for the group cruise, meaning you've booked the cruise and now you're letting us know what cabin you're in, who's sailing in your cabin. I need to know everybody involved so that I can keep track of it. It's getting to be such a big cruise. I really need solid numbers. Because now we're getting into the portion of booking the rooms that we need to book as far as the group events, booking the dinners, deciding how many dinners we're going to do as group dinners, deciding what group shows we're going to do.
And because as the number of people grows, certain things will have to be divided up.
Hey, is that what you were pointing at, Derek and Greg?
I was, and he was like, "Get your hand out of there." Yeah, I'm just trying. Derek and Gregory from
behind the scenes. You see my hand. He kept doing this and then pointing And it's like, I can't concentrate on what you're telling me what to
Yes.
do.
He has a hard time talking and chewing
Right.
gum at the same time.
No. But anyway, so that's where we are. We're thinking that our group cruise is probably going to be 75 plus cabins with between 150 to 200 people.
Yeah, it's really,
So
last week has really kind of bloomed.
So we'll have almost, what is that, like maybe 4% of the ship will be us?
Yeah, so I really can't wait to see the next report from Sarah.
So, speaking of cruises.
Yes.
Speaking of cruises.
We're always speaking of cruises.
Yeah, do you know what we did? You want to tell them what we did?
Well, I know what we did because I live here.
Well, you got to tell them.
You're the one that has to tell them.
No, you tell them. You tell them. Tell them what we did.
Hold on, let's check it out in case I'm not sure what we did. Yeah, we did that. We booked a cruise for 2019.
And do you know who we booked?
And it's
not just a cruise.
It's a cruise.
It's a cruise that we canceled. So we canceled this cruise in 2015 when we bought our house, right?
Right.
Because he said we couldn't afford it, which I agree, and we had a lot of work that we had to do to our house.
So we booked a cruise in September of 2019 on the NCL Escape. It's a Canada-New England cruise. And it came with a bonus.
There is a bonus.
There's a bonus that came with the cruise. Because Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers are also on that cruise.
Yes. So, what I want everybody to do today, everybody that's watching this live stream, if you are interested in watching our Canada New England vlogs from this September 2019 cruise, I would like you to go on over to D&G Explorers when the live stream is finished and subscribe to them, because I'm sure they'll be vlogging too.
So that's exciting.
We also wanted to remind everybody that we do have Facebook pages. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. That we do have a Cruising with Wheels Group Cruise 2020 Facebook group. It is a closed group. So please, everybody, unless you're booked on the cruise with us, you're not going to be allowed in the group. I'm sorry. It's to protect the privacy of everyone that's sailing with us. And I appreciate you understanding, and I appreciate you not requesting anymore, if possible, unless you're on the group cruise. And Frank has Cruise Chat.
Right. I have a Cruise Chat Facebook page that people can request to come in. And if you're nice, you can stay in. But if you're not nice, you're going to get bounced out. As we recently did, we bounced out someone who was just being a real jerk. And deliberately being provocative and irritating everyone. And, we were monitoring. You give people the benefit of the doubt because people come from all over the country and humor, is different everywhere. But this person is a jerk. And I think this person came back under another name and is masquerading as someone else. And
we're not sure.
We're not sure, but I think they are because the pattern of comments and discussion is exactly the same as the previous person. So we're just going to bounce people like that.
Right.
So, enough of the nonsense. We know who you are, and we're not going to put up with your crap.
So, anyways... do you want to tell everybody real quickly about your diet? You're on a diet for...
Now, is that my original diet from 1975 that I've been on?
I have no idea.
Or is that my new diet that I started on January 3rd?
I have no idea. You had it written down that you wanted to talk about your diet.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, I don't know what you want to say because I... Did you just see a brief note?
Well, I posted on the day after New Year's that I was finally going to have to go on my diet because things were getting real ugly. Because you all know whether you've gained weight or not. I've seen all the comments, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, started my diet today." And I know from my last doctor's appointment, which was right before our cruise on the getaway, how much I weighed. And you know your body, you know how your clothes fit, you know if your rings are too tight, you know these things. You kind of know that you've gained a few more pounds. So based on that, I know that I have to lose like 40 pounds because when we were on the NCL Jade back in October of 2017 with Dave and Darlene,
Mm-hmm.
I was like 210-ish. So I'm like 30 pounds heavier than I was in October of 2017. So, I'm thinking I'm like 240, 245. And you know what happens? That pushes to 250, 255. And before you know it, I'm going to wake up like I did back in whatever years ago and going to be 300 pounds again. And that is not going to happen. So
Right. So he started his diet, and he's excited about it. I'm not, because it doesn't seem like he's cooking. So
that's right. I'm on a diet. I'm like, yeah, what do you want? Food is bought for basically a single person.
And I'm starving all the time.
And he's always starving, so...
we also wanted to share with you that we recently broke 6,600. We did that this weekend. We were very excited to welcome all the new subscribers. December was a really slow month.
Right, and I was getting all, freaked out and like, we weren't as growing like we normally do, and
I, being the voice of reason, said, look back at our stats, because we do keep track, and we do monitor other channels as well to see what the trend is.
That's right. Oh, thank you, Julie Wilson. Julie said I still look okay.
It really wasn't that bad.
We monitor every Sunday. We get our statistics, and every Sunday we record since the day we started the channel, how many subscribers, how many total views on all our videos, what's our Instagram count, our Twitter count, Facebook, total likes, total followers, and we monitor that. And, we also monitor the competition. That's right, people out there, Tony, Jen, Scotty, Sherry, all of you. We monitor the competition.
I just got a phone call, guys. See what it says?
What does it say?
Scam likely.
Oh, geez. How irritating they are.
So irritating. Isn't it irritating?
So we monitor the numbers because, we're all about math. The numbers don't lie. We look for trends. We look for consistency. And we also want to know how everyone else is doing. If we're slowing down, are other YouTube channels slowing down? If we're trending and it's an awesome week, is everyone else having an awesome week? And it kind of gives us a gauge as to what's out there in YouTube land. So, so we're always looking at it. And also, we, get ideas. I know people get ideas from us. We get ideas for videos from other people.
Sometimes you're just watching something and it spurs an idea.
It does. It really does.
And I just saw in the chat that Linda Hathaway wants her boys to be married on our group cruise.
Aww.
And they're looking for a special destination. So if you reach...
We're a destination.
If you'd like, Linda, you can reach out to us. Email me after the show. And I will... yes, we're tracking you, Tony. We are tracking you.
Yes, I track everybody. I want to know who's doing what because we want to as part of the whole YouTube world. We got our eye on you to like I was in my retail career.
Always know your competition.
Know your competition.
Even though you're really not competition, it's, we just like to know what's going on. But what I wanted to say is, Linda, reach out to me at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.r.com, or message me on Facebook if you're on Facebook, Linda. And if the guys want to get married on our group cruise, we can talk about that a little bit. It's a great idea. It's a great thing. I'd love to have them come along and get married either on the ship or maybe on one of the islands.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Sweet. I really wouldn't suggest Tortola to get married because it's not legal on Tortola.
Yeah.
But they can get married on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
If the ceremony could be performed by me.
Mm-hmm.
Or by, because I'm an ordained minister, I've performed a few weddings, or the captain. And we would love to have that as one of our vlogs.
Wow, that would be great.
And we could also maybe do a video about destination weddings.
I know.
And they could be included.
I know.
So
only
we'll see.
12.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to plan this.
But
we can talk with Sarah, our specialist, and maybe she can veer me in the right direction if they're interested in that.
And James, about a year to go. I can't wait till we get under that 356 mark for the cruise. I know. Then it starts to become real.
You guys can't wait, and he can't wait. But I have been in plan mode, right? And we've been gathering things, and we've been talking to people, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but we have a lot of things planned. Next week, I'm going to release another sign-up sheet on the Facebook. I'm sounding like the parents. On the Facebook.
Like I go, oh, what's that space place?
So anyways, so that's that. And we do want to take a moment. I haven't seen Caroline in here yet. Have you seen Caroline?
No, I have not seen Caroline.
But our thoughts and prayers are with Caroline.
Poor Caroline. She lost her dog Milo Friday.
She's had him 15 years. And it's been pretty devastating for her. So thoughts and prayers for Caroline. And do you want to get to...
Well, I want to say Stephanie Zekheim, a new subscriber, enjoying our videos. Thank you. El Rondo. Yes, I have a whole 3 pages of brand new NCL Getaway Tales from the High Seas that as Kevin is starting to wind down on our getaway vlogs. I'm actually going to start filming in a week.
Right.
And start filming all the different episodes of Tales from the High Seas.
Basically, guys, when we go on a cruise and we vlog, I edit a lot when I get home, but I'm really busy at my shop right now. And but I've been editing the vlogs, and those get scheduled and put up on our regular schedule, and we kind of take a break from filming. It's kind of like a little vacation for us.
I'm like, oh, thank God for the vlogs.
But vlogs are winding down. So we're going to start filming again next week so that we have some things prepared for you guys.
Oh, James and Gavin. Also, they lost their Jack Russell Buster in December.
I didn't see that, James.
That is sad. I can't even imagine. As I say, I hope I go first before the puppies because it will be a very upsetting, sad day.
Dave says that there's no subtitles. I don't know if they do subtitles on live streams until it's safe to replay. I don't know. That's something I'll have to look into. Let's see. So today, as you saw, we are going to get down to our subject today, which is coffee talk. That's why I have my coffee with me.
No coffee for me. I'm only allowed 1 cup a day, and that's in the morning for breakfast, and that is it.
This is number 3.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
No, I think it's number 4. I had 2 this morning, and then I went out and did errands and cleaned the shop. And
I would have such a hajira.
I got Starbucks mochaccino, which oddly enough is a Cafe Mocha. And let's see here. And you confused me, Frank.
It's my job.
He keeps pointing at things and telling me things, and I lose my train of thought. So anyways, we're going to get right to coffee talk. And we're gotta love a nice cup of coffee. And what we're gonna talk about is the top 10 coffee. Stop laughing.
I'm laughing at Katie. You know it's true, Katie. I sometimes do, but there isn't a spatula big enough.
So we are going to talk about the top 10 cruise coffee bars. And we're going to start off at 10 and work our way down. And the one that we thought was the best wasn't on the list, didn't make the list. So we'll also share that with you. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the Azamara Club Cruises Mosaic Cafe. It's pictured here.
Yeah, Azamara Quest and Azamara Journey feature the Mosaic Cafe, where passengers enjoy complimentary specialty coffee and coffee drinks, liqueurs, biscotti, tea sandwiches, European pastry, and scones. The cafe sells Nespresso coffee drinks for a fee. It's centrally located on Deck 5. Mosaic's congenial service and atmosphere make it a favorite gathering spot for conversation, cards, and trivia games.
Number 9 is the Celebrity Cafe El Bacio and Gelateria.
Oh my God, there's nothing better to include gelato.
I know. It's beautiful too.
It's a stylish espresso bar found on board every celebrity ship. Cafe patrons can enjoy a wide array of specialty coffees, teas, and liqueurs for a fee, and freshly baked pastries for free while lounging in an Italian-inspired space with ocean views.
Number 8 is MSC, and it's Venice Cocchio Gelateria and Coffee Bar.
Yes, that was for you to say and not me. Because, coffee and chocolate go hand in hand. And the MSC Seaside Cafe, backed by Italian chocolatier, how do you say his name?
Venice.
It's an a la carte menu for coffee lovers with a sweet tooth. Now, that would be me, offering specialty coffee drinks, which incorporate chocolates and several sweet liqueurs. And then they have other treats, hot chocolate, milkshakes, and gelato.
The coffee pairs excellently with crepes from Venice Gelateria and Creperia.
Wow.
And the Creperia is one deck above. Coming in at number 7 is Seabourn Cruise Line, and it's the Seabourn Square.
Yep. Where all the dining venues and unlimited caviar are included in the fare. You can only imagine how good the coffee is. Now, the Seabourn Square, it's found totally fleet-wide. It's the go-to for coffee in the morning and in the afternoon. It's a European-style coffee bar in the lounge. Serves everything from the basics, American coffee and espresso, for a variety of specialty options. So, oh God, also finger sandwiches, cookies, and pastries. Awesome.
D&G might agree with the next, which is Disney Cruise Line's Cove Cafe.
Yeah, coming in at number 6. It's cozy, peaceful, adults-only retreat where passengers can sit back, sip gourmet coffee or refreshing alcoholic beverages, and indulge in a sweet snack. Located in the adults-only area on Deck 11 of the Disney Dream and Fantasy, and on Deck 9 of Disney Magic and Wonder. They also offer magazines and books for reading, large flat-screen TVs showing the latest news and sports, Wi-Fi access. Wow, awesome.
Now coming in at number 5 is for the elite indeed, and it is a Windstars Cruises, and it's the Yacht Club.
Yacht Club, found aboard all the Windstar ships, also called the Yacht Club Sandwich and Espresso Bar, brews tasty coffee and an array of specialty coffee drinks. Whether the ship is under sail, anchored, or docked, passengers can enjoy complimentary coffee beverages while relaxing on leather chairs and sofas, watching movies, reading, or enjoying games of chess. And of course, there's a favorite sailing pastime of simultaneously savoring the sea view with a nice brew.
Number 4 is Cunard Line. It's the Cafe Corinthia.
Yes, provincial-style sofas, lattice ceiling accents, and decorative lights evoke the feeling of a stately Parisian cafe at Queen Elizabeth's Cafe Corinthia. Coffee lovers can enjoy typical hot and cold options, all backed by acclaimed Italian roasting company, Illy?
It's Illy.
Illy, paired with a variety of pastries in the morning and sandwiches and snacks in the lunchtime afternoon. A similar venue, Corinthia Lounge, can also be found on the Queen Mary 2.
Number 3 comes from our friends over at Crystal Cruises, and it's the Le Bistro.
Small French patisserie or Viennese cafe where the locals gather for hours. Crystal Cruises, the Bistro is a place to be for great coffee and good company. Large picture windows provide sea and port views, and there's plenty of cafe seating. Magazines to browse, occasional string quartets, and complimentary fresh European-style pastries and snacks, my favorite.
Number 2, everybody should recognize, and that's Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. It's their Starbucks at Sea.
Starbucks fanatics on board Royal Caribbean Oasis-class ships don't have to give up their favorite brews while on vacation. Symphony of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Allure, and Oasis of the Seas feature Starbucks outposts serving a selection of standard and specialty drinks and snacks.
I know Tony and Jenny love that Starbucks at Sea. On their last, I think they were on the Oasis. Now, coming in at the number 1 position for coffee bars or cafes on a cruise ship is the Holland America Explorations Cafe.
Yep. This top spot for coffee seemingly has it all, included on all the Holland American ships. The seagoing bistro offers reasonably priced coffee drinks, complimentary pastries and snacks, extensive library, condensed international newspapers, internet terminals, desks, New York Times crossword puzzles, and lots of plush chairs and sofas, many with a great view. Ooh, nice.
Now, our favorite, which didn't happen to make the list, but our favorite cafe coffee happened to be on our NCL Bliss cruise at the NCL Bliss Starbucks at Sea, pictured here. And you know, guys, I find that when we're on any NCL ship, that the best coffee on the ship can be found at Le Bistro or in the Haven.
Yeah.
They do like the French press coffee because, frankly, the coffee at the buffet is swell. But I drink it because I'm a coffee fanatic.
And I'm not one to even begin to talk about coffee because, I don't know anything about it. And again, I only have the 1 cup in the morning. So after that, I do on the Bliss, we did go to Starbucks. I did have a mochaccino.
Quite a few times we went there.
Yes, sitting in the atrium, enjoying that, listening to the music. That was nice. But other than that, I really don't indulge. No, not good.
So those were the top 10 of the coffees places. I saw quite a few comments here. Jimmy C said that Carnival's coffee in the buffet is made of anthills. I know, it was so funny. And a lot of people said Celebrity's coffee was good. there's a bunch of different places where you can get coffee around the ships. I found that the free or complimentary restaurants like the Manhattan Room or the Tropicana Room, um, um, what was that little small restaurant we went to on the Jade? That was really good. The smaller one. I can't remember. Grand Pacific was good. I find that the complimentaries usually have good coffee, but it's just so much better at some of those other places that we mentioned. NCL does have Lavazza. They still offer Lavazza. There is a charge for that, and I believe typically it's like $2.95 or $3.95 in the main dining rooms. Also at their coffee bars, and you can head on over to our Facebook page after the live chat's over, and we do have some menus posted, some current menus posted, Morgan, and you'll see at the very bottom. Now, on the newer ships that have the Starbucks, they do not offer that as an option. So when we run the Bliss, it was a little tiny symbol, a Starbucks symbol.
Yeah.
So the coffee was a Starbucks coffee if you wanted to purchase the higher end coffees. We'd like to say thank you to Dan Bullish for the super chat. Super chat,
Dan.
What did he say?
He says, "Hey, KNF, we made it back safely and owe you so much for your suggestions on our New Year's adventure."
Oh, we're so
awesome.
happy.
Glad you had a great time.
They were on the Bliss, right? Were they on the Bliss?
Right. It was the Bliss, right?
I think so. They have a couple of things scheduled, I think. And I have a hard enough time keeping track of our schedule, let alone everyone else's.
And we have, we have another Australia in the house.
Who's here?
Welcome. I'm going to have to go back. But it was Real Life Cruisers morning. Good morning from Australia.
Oh,
welcome.
Hey.
I hope it's morning there. You're having your coffee.
Now, Real Life Cruisers, I believe, are relatively new subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. It seems like their name just popped up on Instagram for us. Like they just started following us on Instagram.
Are you monitoring them?
But I'm monitoring everybody. I monitor everyone. Nurse Nancy's here. I didn't see her. Hi, Nancy. Rick said, with the drink package, can I get 2 drinks at once? It's going to be, first of all, what cruise line are you going on? Because that will make a difference. If it's NCL, they're cracking down on ordering 2 at once. It's going to depend on the ship, and it's going to depend on the bartender. But most times you can.
Hey, Sally Poser, Australia again. Welcome, new subscriber.
What is it with you Aussies?
We love you. We love Australia. That is so on our bucket list.
I know.
To get to Australia, New Zealand. So jealous that Scotty from Scott Singer Cruises is going to be on his way there for his cruise.
Yes.
I'm jealous. We're so jealous.
I think Scott is going to be cruising for almost 3 months.
Yes, Scotty will be cruising for almost 3 months straight.
That is awesome.
Oh, my goodness. What silo, Steve? You're monitoring 100 watching, 103 watching, but only 31 likes?
Come on, guys.
Excuse me, people? Do you want to be on an episode of Frank Pushes Back? 31 likes, that's it?
Oh, come on. And Shortcake is here.
Oh, hey.
I think that's Shortcake. I don't know. It's SHRTCT. I always look at that and think of Shortcake, so I'm not sure.
Looks like Shortcut to me. Shortcut C.
Oh, Shortcut C. It could be.
We'll need some verification on that. Thank you.
Wow, look at everybody's monitoring us. 100 in the chat. 100 in the chat. Shortcut. It's Shortcut C.
I was right.
You
what do I win? What do I
win? You win nothing.
Oh.
Speaking of winners, we didn't write it down, but we do have a winner for the ornament contest. You have the names upstairs?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you gave it to me.
Did we do a 1 or a 2?
No, we did 2. We did two only because nobody got it.
No one got the correct answer, but two people came the closest.
Two people on each side of that number were neighbors to the winning number.
So I will, after the live chat, find those two names, post them on Facebook. It is a gentleman and a woman.
I think
correct?
So. Yes.
I think it's one man and one woman. And what does that mean?
Jimmy C, you think there are 333.33 ornaments on our tree? You're silly. Jimmy.
I'll tell you the answer since we've already tabulated the score. What did we say? It was 89?
No, it was...
No, it was 89.
What? Oh, yeah, it was 89. And then we were getting more ornaments people were sending us. But, of course, we couldn't add them to that official count. But yeah, it was 89 ornaments.
Thank you, Shortcut.
Thank you,
for
Shortcut.
The super chat.
So thank you guys for all your great info. Thank you.
Jimmy C said one broke. There will be no broken ornaments on my Christmas tree. It'll go in the trash, and then we'll just have to go there again.
Yeah, it's funny that the Christmas tree, the ornaments, all the decorations came down December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. Gone. We need to move on with our lives.
I don't know how many Christmas ornaments. Jimmy C said we need to get a bigger tree.
Oh,
so
you need to get a bigger house, Jimmy.
With the Christmas ornament contest that we had, we were very specific in saying how many travel ornaments.
That's
how many ornaments that are travel related are on our tree. And I think everybody looked at our picture of our tree and said, oh, because we were getting like 490, 860.
It didn't count the regular standard round balls. It was how many travel ornaments do we have?
Thank you, Linda Hathaway, for the super chat.
Thank you, Linda.
I was just going to get to your comment, which was, my husband thanks you. I've watched every video and vlog over the last 2 months. That's 2 months. Excuse me. Of me being out of his hair, and I know all I need to know before my trip.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh.
Oh, Silo Steve, you're going solo again on the NCL Joy's inaugural Alaska.
Oh my God.
Maybe I'm telling you, your wife is a saint.
I don't think you have a wife. I think you lied to us. Because I certainly wouldn't be letting Frank go on all these cruises by himself.
A saint. She's a saint.
She's probably happy to get you out of the house.
She's probably like, go on another cruise.
Now,
but we had someone who was it that email? You know, we get emails every day from people. It's so really, it's heartwarming. It's validating for people that email us and say, I just want to let you know, I watch your videos all the time, and I finally convinced my niece who's in a wheelchair to go on a cruise if it wasn't for you and your videos, and being able to see the whole process of it from beginning to end. It makes it less scary. You know, she wouldn't go. We have a family that they're all is it Juliana Mosley? Julia, is it her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Juliana, honey, if you're in here, I need you to validate. Are you the ones that said you're all getting together, having Cruising with Wheels video parties as you're all watching our videos and planning?
Okay, that's her.
Cruise? Yeah, is it?
And those, yes.
Okay,
and those are the ones that have to get back to us about the.
Well, you didn't have to say that and narc on them. I'm just bringing up the fact that they're all watching our videos.
She's going to be collecting everybody's information and sending it to me.
Thanks a lot, Kevin.
Did you see Lachey just popped in?
No. Oh, there she is.
Lachey
I'm here.
here.
Hey, Shay. How are you?
Yeah. And Lori's here.
Awesome. Sheila Grossenbacher is going on her first cruise.
Oh, and Marcia.
In February, Harmony of the Seas. Marcia and George were with us on the getaway. They'll be also with us on the group cruise. Awesome. Oh, Shay's watching with her Grammy. Awesome.
Aww. Hi, Grammy.
Hi, Grammy.
Hi, Lachey's Grammy. Mwah.
That's cute.
What are you doing?
I'm just adjusting.
Oh, look at, he's moving me.
I'm moving you. I don't want you to fall out of the picture and hurt yourself.
So does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, so
there
now
were
it's
questions up there, but I don't know where they are
so
now.
okay, coffee time, questions, ask us anything. You can ask us
Hi, Lori.
whatever you want to ask
Lori
us.
Freeze is here.
Oh, hey, Lori.
Lori and Lori Freeze and Debbie. Is it Debbie is your sister that's coming on the cruise with us, or that you sent me the picture of? Lori just sent me a picture for the Super Cruiser segment. We do that every Thursday at the end of every Thursday video. And so if you have recently been on a cruise and you want to be featured as a Super Cruiser at the end of one of our Thursday videos, please email us at cruisingwithwheels at rochester.r.com and we will make that happen. Currently, we're booked up until March right now with the Super Cruisers, but we're always wanting more.
Send those in. We're
Send them in.
Notices. I'm just leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving next week. I'm going in 2 weeks. That's awesome. Take lots of pics. Share it. Go to the Cruising with Wheels Facebook page. Post them. Share your experiences. Come over to my cruise chat. Share your experiences. A question we have is from Roderick Rogers. Which cruise line have you not tried but are dying to give it a shot?
Oh,
I know what mine is.
And I know what mine is.
Okay.
What's yours?
Well, I'm kind of dying to do MSC.
I'm sorry, guys.
Kevin can't go because he's allergic to MSC.
You guys, I really would like to do MSC, and I knew he was going to say MSC, but I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to say that because that's not the one I'm dying to try.
Okay.
I'm dying to try Viking Ocean cruises.
Oh, well.
So, no, there's a difference because there's Viking river cruises, which I don't think is a good fit for us.
Yeah.
But they have their new lines.
They look awesome.
Of the ocean cruises, and they're not as badly priced as you think. So I've been looking into those. Yeah. So that's what I'm dying. Yeah. Now Riri wants to know what our favorite cruise ship is. So far, hands down, are you gonna say the Gem? So we have an affinity for the Gem, as a lot of New Yorkers do. Yes, it was in New York for a very long time. We've traveled on her a few times now, and we saw her when she was not so pretty. Yes. And we saw her when she was really pretty.
And we saw her after her redo. So we've seen her at her worst. We've seen her at her best.
And I have to ask NCL, why are you taking away all of the beautiful paintings on the sides of the ship?
They were whitewashing the ship when we were there. It was very disturbing.
Yes.
Now, Lachey wanted to know any suggestions for scooter rentals for her Grammy. And going on a cruise, and you need wheelchair or scooter rentals, go to Scootaround, go to, what is it?
First of all, you need to know what cruise line you're going on.
Right, that is number one.
That's number one. And then you have to check with their guidelines because not all of the cruise lines work with all of the companies. Right. But I know Shay goes on Norwegian most times. And I would assume her Grammy goes on Norwegian.
Well, maybe she's just starting to go.
Maybe. And so you would look into Scootaround or Special Needs at Sea.
Special Needs at Sea. Yeah, and they'll just, you order it, and it will be on the ship waiting for you. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome.
What do you see?
I don't know. Let's see.
What do you see? What do you see?
I see...
Oh, see, Roderick says Viking Ocean is high on his list, too.
Yeah.
You guys, we used to have, yes, Roderick. Ben and David were on a Viking cruise, but I do not believe that their cruise was a Viking Ocean cruise. I think they were on a river cruise. And we're not the river cruise kind of people.
Nurse Nancy, we will be on the NCL Escape September 22nd of 2019, and Derek and Greg from D&G Explorers will also be on that cruise as well. What a question coming from...
and do you see, speaking of D&G, that they said that they think that they should have chosen the unlimited drink package for the Escape? Now that they know that we'll be joining them. I have to tell you guys, Derek and Greg, we didn't get any free at sea.
No, nothing.
We didn't choose anything. We didn't get anything.
I mean,
we took a lower rate.
Unlimited drink package for me? Oh my God, what a waste. I mean, if I ordered, 3 drinks on the whole cruise, and the first one was dumped in the toilet because it was so bad, and the other one's, sippy, that's it. So it's wasted on me.
I'll just pay for my drinks.
Yeah,
And be done with it.
Chuck Hall wants to know, anybody know what they're doing with the NCL Joy? Now, I know it's coming over from China, and they're Americanizing it.
They're Americanizing it. What they're going to probably be doing, from what I understand from our contact at Norwegian, is I believe that they are doing away with one of the casinos, because that ship currently has three
casinos.
So they're doing away with a casino.
Be very dangerous.
They're updating the track, because there is a track on it. They are
Delilah
taking out some of the karaoke rooms, because there were multiple karaoke rooms for the Chinese market.
Yeah.
And they are changing all of the signage.
Yeah.
So all the signage is in Mandarin, and
it's gotta go.
It's gotta go, and it's costing them $3 million
to update it. Yeah.
I think it was like $3 million to do everything that they wanted to do, and they're refreshing some things with the carpets and so on and so forth.
I'm trying to get. Have you considered going to Cuba? Yes, we have. Kevin wants to go to Cuba. Like now, I'm a little leery about it because being in a wheelchair, I'm not sure they're ready for people in wheelchairs. I'm not sure about the bathroom situations. We're here. We're used to handicapped bathrooms, American with Disability Act requirements, and when I hear things like went into the bathrooms and there were no toilet seats, and you've got to bring your own roll of toilet tissue, that is a trip I am not going to make. So I will wait until they get a little bit more going. There were so many other questions.
What length of cruise do you guys prefer?
From Sally Poser. We like to do between 7 and 10?
And we like to do a 7 to 10 day. There's always a caveat to everything, right? So if you're a first-time cruiser, I would say take a 3 or 4 day to see if you like cruising.
Yeah, I mean, if you've never cruised before, do not book an 11, 12-day cruise.
Right.
Because if you hate it, you're screwed.
I gotta close something. Do you see that?
Oh, the sun is shining on us.
Where do you think it's coming from?
It could be coming from this window here. It's hard to tell.
I think it's coming from the
dining room.
I think it's coming from the other.
I think it's coming from the dining room.
And I'm closing this because Delilah,
even thinks there's a squirrel outside or a bug flying by. She will go crazy. Yes, much better. That was the dining room. Yes, it's so sunny here where we live.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. It just was very...
You're sorry you're back?
No, I'm sorry that I had to leave.
Okay.
It was very distracting.
Yeah, now James, so he's going 12 days on their first cruise.
Oh, James, you guys are daring.
You're daring. You're going for the gusto.
Yeah. But it's nice.
Good for you.
It's nice. I hope you like it. I want you to make sure you go to the buffet that first day and grab some green apples for your stateroom in case you get nauseous or seasick.
Yeah, you need
green apples will help. You need to have a plan.
You need to have seasickness medication. Now, whether you get the patch or whether you, Kevin had the liquid, the motion ease, where you dab it and you put it behind your ear. He said 10 seconds he felt better.
Right. I don't know if they can get that in the UK.
Right. So you need to explore your options. Do not go on a cruise without a seasickness medication plan.
Let's see. I scrolled up a little bit.
Okay.
Did NCL changes to their room service? Brenda Ratliff wanted to know.
Well, we know that Carnival got rid of their free room service.
Yeah, Carnival has made some changes to their seasickness, to their to their room service,
to their seasickness. Wow,
to their room service.
They really had bad service.
But with respect to NCL, they have changed their room service, but they did that like a year and a half, 2 years ago. They do charge a fee now during certain hours of the day and for certain items.
I want to say that Dan O'Bullish, Dan, hit Cosmos on the getaway because he went on the same thing we did. Thanks to your training, they knew how to make the perfect one. I did have to remind them the proper ingredients, and they remembered you.
Oh, really?
We were handing out recipe cards.
Who said that?
Dan. Dan.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh! I can't believe they remembered us.
We were like, nah. You know. Finally, they were like, "Well, we
just give us the recipe."
They were like, "Well," and then someone was like, "Yeah, I know. You want an NCL Cosmo or a New York Cosmo?" So they were like, probably hearing a lot of, "That's not how you make it."
Did you see where Silo Steve said that? Adrian, our friend Adrian, there was on the Joy.
Oh, was he?
And went in China or Asia. Well, China's in Asia. I can't find it right now, but he said that they were. He said that they had spittoons in the casino for people to spit.
Oh my God, he must have been freaking out. Oh my God,
it's disgusting.
I would have been freaking out.
I am so glad they remembered me from the getaway.
I gotta tell you, one of my pet peeves and things that grosses me out
is spitting.
That is a thing that just skeeves me out 1,000%. I'm getting the shivers thinking about it.
So Tweety said that they just announced today after backlash that they aren't going to charge until they come up with a better plan. That's Carnival. You know, guys, in my opinion, and I'm sorry, Tony, if you're still here from Lolita Loca. I haven't had a chance to watch your video on this subject yet. But my opinion is it's a good thing to be charged for room service because there's going to be less waste.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you don't need room service. You need room service in the morning for coffee and maybe a little nibbly thing. Get up, get out, and go to a restaurant. You're on this cruise with all this fabulous food. Why do you want a crummy sandwich? Right? I mean, really. And no matter what cruise line we've been on,
I know, right? And
we have ordered the room service and tried.
Right, we have.
And it's been horrible.
It's horrible. And you know, if you're traveling on NCL, you've got Oceans, or on the newer ships, as they call it, the local, and they're open 24/7. So, you know, if you want to go 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and you want some chicken wings or a grilled Reuben or whatever and fries, go there. It's open. Why would you want crappy food?
And in respect to, we hear all the time, the cruise line's nickel and diming us. The cruise line, you know, why do I have to pay for a specialty restaurant? Why do I have to pay for ice cream sundaes? Why do I have to pay for room service? It all comes down to it. You're going to pay for it one way or another.
Right.
You're either going to pay more, like on a Viking Ocean cruise, and everything's going to be included.
All inclusive means higher price.
Or you're going to a la carte your experience.
Which you control your cruise.
Correct.
You pay whatever fee you want for your cabin and your experience. And if you decide while you're on board the ship you want to treat yourself to a mochaccino, an ice cream sundae, or a specialty dinner, that's on you. And it really isn't I don't think, and we don't think, it really isn't nickel and diming you.
Right.
It's options. So pick a cruise and say, oh, you want to brag about it's all inclusive? Yeah, all inclusive, brag all you want, but you're paying for all of that, and maybe you only use 75% of what they offer. So,
What's the best steak you ever had on a ship? What's this say? What's the name? Brock?
Brock Dilbeck Productions. Well, we talked about that before, Brock, and I don't remember you, and I'm glad you're here. But it was on Carnival.
Believe it or not.
Yes,
Carnival.
It was on Carnival, and it was the giant cowboy steak.
We don't even know if they still have that anymore.
I think they do.
But I'm not sure because they have made some changes to their steakhouse menu in recent years. We haven't traveled on Carnival since
2016.
The beginning of 2016. So maybe Tony, if he's still in here, or from La Vida Loca, or any of our Carnival cruisers, they would be able to tell us. But it was called the Cowboy Steak.
Cowboy Steak was huge.
And I think it was 22 ounces.
It was bigger than the
30
plate.
ounces.
Bigger than the plate.
Yes, it overflapped the plate.
And it was awesome.
It was the best steak I've ever had in my life. It was so good. It was better than any land-based steakhouse.
It was really good.
And we have some really good steakhouses here in New York. Steve Smith is asking, what is the strategy for cruisers who are leaving dog companions behind?
It depends on how you... Now, what we do is we are lucky and blessed that our professional groomer, what's the name of his...
Angelo from Positively Pampered Pooch.
Positively Pampered Pooch. Is it Pooch now? Angelo watches our dogs while we are away. So
they might be called Pooch too now. I don't know. Because they moved recently.
So not only does he groom them, but he watches them in his home. We would never board them. If we had to board them, I wouldn't go. Cece and Delilah are very homebound dogs. Very, what's the word? Especially Delilah is very, what do I want to say? She has a lot of separation anxiety. There are times when my mother and sister visit, and I will gate them in the kitchen, and you would think that I just shipped them off to another country. And the moaning and the crying and the whining, it's crazy. And she's biting the wooden gate. There's wooden splinters all over the floor, and she's trying to chew her way out. I can't even imagine.
They're fine with Angelo.
And they like Angelo, because Angelo has puppies of his own. Mm-hmm. And he found out very quickly this last cruise, you can't, because they sleep with us at night. They're in bed with us at night. So, we all have our routines.
So I want to address Robin Page here. And she was saying to the person asking about the scooter, for my cruise in December, I was told they have to meet you at the port and cannot drop the scooter off in your cabin anymore. I think this is easier.
Oh, really?
Actually, Robin, I don't know who you went through or who you discussed this with, but that is common practice for companies that do not use the cruise line. So you need to check with the cruise line you're on, what scooter company that you're using, and then double check to make sure that the information you were given is correct. Because the procedure on all the cruise lines that we've ever been on, and it's current to this day, is that the scooter or wheelchair will be waiting for you in your cabin.
So it's possible that the company you dealt with was not your cruise line's partner.
Right.
And if they weren't a partner, then they weren't allowed to get on the ship. So that has to be because we've never heard of that with companies that are partnered with the lines.
There, Tony says that he loved the cowboy ribeye in the steakhouse, and he had it in February, so they still have it.
I thought they did.
Tony, did you eat the whole thing?
I thought somebody was talking about it online on Facebook, and I thought, oh, that cowboy steak was
so good.
Lord. Special needs at sea. I went for it because I didn't want to use the wheelchair assist to get to the room.
Well, special needs at sea delivers the scooter or wheelchair to the cabin. So, did you go on the cruise in December and this happened? Or are you going in December, like of 2019?
Right. Did it happen? Or you're going to go in the future and they told you now that's what it's going to be?
Lori Freeze asked, can a scooter go on to a tender ship? And that is a good question, and I don't have a really good answer for that because there's so many variables.
Right.
It depends if they're using the lifeboats to tender you in,
Right.
or if they have an actual tender boat. Are you going to have to go downstairs to get to the tender,
Right.
or are you ramped? We've done it both ways.
There was only one time that I tendered in my wheelchair because I believe the tender boat was a 2-level, and it did have a ramp, and they pushed me up the ramp to the upper level,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I got on. But any other time that we've had to tender, I did not go into the island,
Right.
because I can't get down 15 whatever stairs. And then one of them, the captain said to me, "We'll carry you down in your wheelchair to the moving tender boat." And I said, "Well, that's never going to happen."
I see what the issue is with Robin.
Oh, okay.
It's in 2019. It's the Long Beach port. We'll see what happens in real life then. Suspense.
Okay.
So, California port, in particular, Long Beach has special requirements, special rules that they follow with respect to luggage and scooters and wheelchairs that you're renting and things like that. Just like in Seattle. Remember, in Seattle, we weren't allowed to put our tags on.
All right.
We were
So
certain
many certain
procedure.
things you can and cannot do. You really got to be mindful.
So this may be something that Long Beach has changed, and that hi Dyla, Dyla's here, and it might be specific to Long Beach, but I really think that it might be waiting for you in the room.
M. Stewart is cruising with love. Just want to say hello. Love your channel. Thank you. Let's see. What else is happening? Stop crying, Frank.
You guys are
I
based.
can't help it.
Roderick Rogers. Love that you guys are based in Western New York. My company is based in Buffalo.
Hour away.
And I'm a couple
times a year for work.
You know, we found this really interesting, and some of you know and some of you don't, but we're from Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York is the home of Bausch & Lomb,
Kodak,
and Xerox.
Right.
They're the three major brands that we're known for in Rochester, New York. And we found that over the past couple of months, a lot of Rochester, New York's been on TV.
I know. Now, for those of you who have cable channel TLC, they have the show Mama Medium. She's right here. Jenny Marie.
Yeah, we're friends.
Is right here in Rochester. And then we were just watching a home improvement remodel show.
Yeah.
And
guys, reach out to TLC. Tell them Cruising with Wheels would be a great show on TLC.
And the first time home flippers, home was in Rochester, New York. And we're looking at each other like, have you noticed that all the shows, they're now filming and looking at Rochester, New York?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Della, you have to get down. I'm talking to people.
Yeah, can you want to put her on my lap?
Not really. Come on.
She has separation anxiety.
There she goes. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pumpkin.
My name's Dyla. I'm a pretty baby. Ooh.
Meanwhile, Cece is just curled up in her bed.
I hate when she licked
thinking to herself, oh my goodness,
there you go.
That Delilah, what a drama queen. Oh, my Pumpkin. Oh, I gotta do such hugs and kisses.
Oh, do you see where Mark is asking whether we prefer to fly out of Rochester or Buffalo?
Well, it's an hour whatever drive to Buffalo.
I prefer Rochester.
It's not bad if we have to. We just did that this last trip on the getaway because the cost of the airfare was cheaper.
And it was a direct flight.
It was direct flight. So if we have to go an hour to the next airport to get a direct flight to Fort Lauderdale, we're going to do it.
It's not always about the cheapest.
Right.
For us. It's more, I always look at the time of day that it's leaving.
Right.
And is it a direct flight or not? And if it is multiple stops, is he going to get off? Do we have different flight numbers? Because that means he's going to have to get off the plane. So I will pay more money and go out of another city to do the direct flight.
It's a whole to-do when you're in a wheelchair or scooter to get to the airport, get on the plane, get off the plane. It's a whole thing. So a direct flight is just great when we find it.
So I'll have to say that I prefer Rochester because we're like 10 minutes away from the airport, a 10-minute drive. And it's really nice to land at midnight and get in the car and be home and in bed in 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
But everything in Rochester
I like Buffalo's airport better.
Yeah. Now ours was just remodeled and we haven't seen it. So I can't wait to see it. But Just Pamela says House of Guitars is great.
Oh my God, it's a nightmare in there. But you know what I love about House of Guitars? I love at House of Guitars you can go in and you can say, I'm looking for the Bee Gees album made in 1974. And they go like this. Here it is. If you've never been to the House of Guitars in Rochester, it is just stacks of stuff everywhere. And those guys that work there, guys and gals that work there, know where everything is.
I'm sure they do.
It is amazing. It just is crazy to even fathom that they would know where anything is in these big piles of junk.
Yes, Juliana Mosley, we can't wait to meet you too. And James and Marcia and all the rest of the people who are going to be on the group cruise.
Now, did you see Sally Poser? Poser? Is that how you say it?
That's how I'm saying it. That's how I'm saying it, Sally.
I don't know, Sally, if that's how we're supposed to say your name. She says she's booked a cruise for February of 2020 on the Royal Caribbean Ovation. Do you know?
Long before the cruise, I can buy drink packages. I think it's too early now. It won't show me options.
It's too early
probably
for the drink packages to be available for purchase, I believe. You probably, let's see, it's February. You probably in March or April want to go to the website, and they should be there then.
And yes, Mark Pascucci, you are right. We forgot Wegmans. What the heck was wrong with us?
I didn't forget Wegmans.
He forgot Wegmans because he didn't go today.
I didn't go today.
He didn't do Sunday shopping at Wegmans. You're going to wait till tomorrow. Or are you going to go later?
I think I'm going to go after the live stream.
Okay. Yes,
I
Wegmans.
need food.
Yeah, we do need food in the house. Well, you need food in the house. Let's see.
Martin Scorsese was here last year.
Was he?
With Joe Pesci
and Al Pacino.
Really? Filming just outside of New York City by Reggie and her man.
Oh, nice. That's cool. So you're lucky because you're close there if you're outside of New York.
Lisa, I got a secret. Lisa, I don't know where you're from, but Wegmans is expanding at a high rate. I do a lot of people that work for Wegmans on a corporate level, on a store level. I have somebody that I do a district level, and they've all been saying they have plans for all these different stores. I think they're up to 120 stores now.
I mean, they're all the way New England, down
in
to
Virginia,
Pennsylvania, Virginia. I mean, Maryland. They're heading. Yeah, and when we talk about Wegmans, people don't go, huh? Because now, I mean, they're just expanding really, really fast.
CC Fashion, you're not the only one. You just have to convince this guy.
Did I hear someone go?
Frank's cookie corner. Yes. I've been trying to convince Frank to do some cooking videos. It's a lot to produce those videos.
I got a recipe today for General Tso's meatballs, Asian meatballs, which look really,
I'm not impressed.
which really good. Well, if you had them with some Asian noodles, I think you would be impressed.
Maybe.
Does anyone think that sounds interesting? General Tso's Asian meatballs?
I think that General Tso's meatballs should be on Frank's Cooking Corner. I think that Kevin's chicken fajita should be.
Oh, that crock pot chicken fajita. That was awesome.
That's a very easy recipe. Yeah. I think that everybody would love that. It's a chicken fajita that you do in your crock pot.
Oh, yes. It has a lot of different spices, but it's worth it.
I think that you should also do Kevin's cake cookie recipe. I think that's a very easy recipe too. And people would love that going into next year for, holiday cookies would be good. So we'll talk about it. We've got to film some things. So hopefully we'll go back to that schedule again. Asian meatballs sound yummy. Also the fajitas. See, I know everybody will love my fajita recipe.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good, and it's simple and easy.
It really is, because it's all in the crock pot, all the spices, and
it'll probably be a very short.
And I have to tell you, it was a big crock pot, and it freezes very well. And when we took them out of the freezer, and you said, "Oh, let's have fajitas," and we bought the tortillas and whatever. It was like the spices and the flavors were even more. It was really great.
Was great.
Yeah.
Now, Jenny H. Now, is Jenny H. Jenny Hess?
Yes.
Okay. So, Jenny said, I tried the cake mix cookies. They didn't go over well.
Oh.
They didn't go over well, as she thought. And I don't know if people didn't like the cake mix cookie, or if... Jenny, did they not like the flavor or the consistency, or did you think it was too hard? They didn't like the flavor? Okay, so there are important things you have to do when you do the cake mix cookie, and I'm going to tell you real quick right now. Number one, it has to be an extra moist cake mix. Number two, you have to mix it with your hands. You cannot use your mixer.
Yeah, I usually do it with a wooden paddle.
You do the paddle in your hands. It can't be a mixer or anything. And then number three, where the flavor comes from is the icing.
That's true.
It has nothing to do with you putting it in the cake mix. If you put it in the cake mix, it's not going to flavor it.
I'm a big proponent of cookies from scratch.
Right.
So when he talks about cake mix cookies,
but it's a quickie.
It is a quickie for people who really are like, I'm really not a baker, I really don't know, and for somebody to say, you know what, I'll take that recipe, but for me, it's cookies from scratch. Yes, Silo Steve. Are we going to do a special lanyard or something for the group cruise? We're thinking of lanyards. We're thinking of button pins.
Well, don't give it all out.
I know, but I'm just saying we're thinking. There's a lot of things. We're working.
Is James Ellis still here?
Still here. We're working with our friend James Ellis of Ellis Customs Creations, looking at things that we're going to be doing.
We were just talking to him
the other day.
On Monday, I think, trying to brainstorm what we were going to do, what we're going to put together. And we're excited about that group cruise. And we're excited about what we've been discussing with James for him to make for us, for all of us to enjoy.
If only Delilah and Stacey could come.
Yes, Katie. Katie says it's a secret.
We could put little Cruising with Wheel t-shirts on the puppies. Oh, and you can come with us. Yes, you could.
No, we don't want them dogs with us. I love them, but I love them when they're home and we're on the cruise and I don't have to worry about them.
I worry about them every day I'm on the cruise. By mid-cruise, I'm like, I gotta get home. I hope the puppies are okay. I hope they're eating.
Lori the crepes on the NCL Jade were phenomenal.
Did you have the crepes?
I had the crepes. I had the crepes and I loved them.
We didn't have it on the Getaway.
Not sure. What's she talking about? I'm not sure.
What?
Oh, she's not sure that she iced the cookies. That's the problem.
That's where flavor is.
That's where all the flavor is. So if you didn't ice your cake mix cookie with a glaze, we usually do a powdered sugar milk glaze.
Yes, and again, lemon in the glaze on the lemon cookies. Anise on the chocolate.
Chocolate sometimes. Peppermint.
Yes.
The flavor goes in the icing.
As well.
And, you really don't even need to put them in the cake.
I do.
He puts it in the cake, it's a waste.
No, it's all about flavor.
But it doesn't flavor it. It doesn't.
Oh my God, it does. Do not listen to him.
No, I don't think. I think it just makes them mushier.
Oh, no. Talk to the hand.
No, it's my recipe. I know.
Doesn't mean it's made that way.
Yes, it does. Sheila Grossenbach says, any advice for airport transfers in a wheelchair? I only have 2 hours in Toronto, and I'm wondering if that gives me enough time. It's really not enough time.
You better hope that because usually again,
we plan on 3 hours.
Yeah, you're I'm the last one off the plane when it arrives because everyone else gets off. They have to go either if you're requesting an airport wheelchair. Usually it's there waiting. Mine, they have to get it out of the cargo hold and bring it up. So I'm sitting on the plane all by myself with all the people cleaning the plane, waiting for it. So yeah, it's time consuming.
Yes, Iggle Piggle, we are live right now. My best advice for you, Sheila, is to speak to the gate agent on your flight leaving to go to Toronto and say, I'm on another flight. This is my flight number and I need to get there. And then when you land, grab a flight attendant just before you land and tell them, remind them that you have another flight, and they will make sure that you get to that flight.
Now, Cece, are there motorized wheelchair rentals on NCL? I'm not sure what that means when you say
no.
On NCL. You can't go down and say, I'm having a problem.
None of the cruise lines rent wheelchairs. Yeah. On occasion, there was that one time where your wheelchair broke.
Yeah.
And Carnival rented us a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But they don't usually do that. Usually you have to prearrange your rental through Special Needs at Sea, Scoot Around. What's the other one?
There are several.
Though
two of the companies have merged.
Yeah.
Somebody bought somebody.
That's why I'm confused as to who we should
because there used to be 3 major ones, but 2 of them merged together into one.
Right.
Even though they're still listed if you Google them, one of them will take you to the other one's page.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just Google.
Brock wanted to know, what do we think of the mega ship size trend?
Well, we know that NCL is getting away. Help me out here. The Bliss, the Joy, they're the last of the megas.
So the Joy and the Bliss are Breakaway Plus class ships.
They're the last.
And from what we understand, they will be the last of the big dinosaurs.
Right, because they're going to their Leonardo class.
And they will be about 3,000 passengers. Yeah. They're more of a medium-sized ship. Yeah,
so you got the Jewel class, 2400?
Right, which is what we prefer.
Yeah, and then now the brand new Leonardo class
will be 3,000.
And then, of course, you've got the crazy megas, the Bliss.
4,500 to 6,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We haven't really been on the super mega ships like the Oasis. I think is 6,000.
I can't even imagine.
I would love to. Stop that! Don't let her lick that.
What? Oh, I didn't even.
That's gross. I eat off that.
Oh, I'm gonna kiss her.
Anyways. I would love to go on the Mardi Gras, the Carnival Mardi Gras, but we have to see if they're going to have handicap rooms, because
Yeah.
We don't know. The Sunshine doesn't have any handicap rooms on it. So I don't know. I think we're going to be seeing a wane in the mega ships. I think more of the lines are going to be producing more the medium-sized ship. Because these mega ships, like the Seaside and like the Bliss and the Joy, they're having a hard time filling. They want those ships to be full capacity when they sail.
I mean, who doesn't?
So,
Aaron the Scribe, fan from Finland, who has been bitten hard by the cruise bug, wanting to go on a Caribbean cruise since I saw the Love Boat as a kid. Damn it, we all.
The Love Boat.
Yes, go. Plan it.
Go,
bucket
have
list.
fun.
Get to the Caribbean. There's Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, Southern Caribbean.
Marcia, I tried to get a crepe on a getaway, and the guy burned it twice. So I skipped the crepes. So I'm glad that you had wonderful crepes on the getaway. And Mark wants to know, what kind of dog do you have?
Delilah is a Bijapoo.
We also have a Chihuahua.
She is a combination poodle and a Bichon Frise. And Cece down there is a long-haired Chihuahua. Little Cece.
Robin, what did Robin say?
Robin Page Purdue. Was it when you were in the Jewel class that you saw them taking the scooter somewhere to charge them?
Yes.
Yes,
they had a separate area where you could...
We were on the Jade?
We were on the Jade and the Gem.
Yeah.
The Jade, the Gem, the Pearl, the Dawn.
And we were
the Sky, the Sun. They all have like these little charging...
We were filming intros of ourselves, and we were like, oh, what's going on in here? And it was a whole room full of scooters, and then we're charging them up for everybody. Yeah.
Aaron the Scribe. Is that how you say that?
Aaron the Scribe.
Aaron the Scribe wants to know, where can you smoke on the cruise ships?
Well, they have designated smoking areas.
You need to. It depends on the cruise ship you're on. It doesn't matter if you're always cruising with the same cruise line. Every cruise ship has its own designated smoking area. You need to check the Freestyle Daily if you're on Norwegian. If you're on Princess, the Princess Patters, the Fun Times on Carnival, whatever the name of the newspaper is. Because they're getting more strict and more strict with these policies, because fire is the #1 hazard on a cruise ship. So they'll have a designated area. Usually it's porkside. Usually it's port.
Are you thinking of dinner?
Port side aft. And I know on the Bliss that we were just on in the getaway, we scoped those out, and that was in the Spice H2O area.
Yeah.
Spice H2O?
I think, yes.
Yeah, I think it was back there.
Cigar lounges?
No. You cannot smoke cigarettes.
But cigars.
In a cigar lounge. But you can smoke cigars in the cigar lounge. You cannot smoke cigars in the casino, but you can smoke cigarettes in the casino. In the designated area.
We did partake in a NCL getaway laundry deal, Mark. Mark Vescucci asked about that. Because, we
not just for platinum.
Yeah, when we had the platinum, so we got a deal on that.
Yeah, we did the platinum, 1 bag of laundry free. We would each get 1 bag of laundry free. We did that. They do have services towards the end of the cruise. I know Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers partook in that special. It was $19.99 for 1 bag. I don't know how they felt about the laundry. I felt that they did an okay job. Not all the spots. Everything came out. Like my ring around the collar that I had came out. The spot in my shorts came out. The spot in his shirt came out. But I had a spot still on one of my shirts. So, but it seemed to take a long time, in my opinion. Because it was supposed to be like same day service, and it was like I gave it to him in the afternoon and we didn't get it back till the next night. So it doesn't matter. I mean,
Katie said they shrunk all her tank tops.
They shrank your tank top?
Did they, Katie? Did they really?
Katie. Did we happen to have extra desserts, maybe, Katie? A few extra glasses of liquor, maybe? I know you, Katie.
Are you sure they were your tank tops?
Well, that was the thing. So
yeah.
We marked all of our stuff.
Yeah,
so we got all of our stuff back, and we got all of it was clean, was acceptable. But let's face it, nobody really cleans like you clean.
I know, that's so true.
You know? What are you seeing there?
No, she said they were majorly shrunk.
Wow.
That's why I don't trust Katie. That's why I was like, I don't trust people with my clothes other than me doing my laundry.
Well, they do use super hot everything there. Nothing is cold. So, it's a shame.
Yeah, now you got to use them for rags.
That's rude.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. You know, it's been an hour and a half.
Has it?
You're still talking.
Oh.
You crazy?
Silo Steve said every time he was in the Haven, he used the laundry. Never had a problem. Well, that's good.
Yeah, they didn't seem... Well, you know, I think they did shrink one of the T-shirts.
Really?
Because it's tight. Well, you know I don't gain or lose.
I know, that's true.
So...
Matt Burns wants to know, have we ever been to Grand Turks and Caicos?
No.
We looked at cruises that was
Well, we were on a cruise that was supposed to go there and it got changed.
Yeah. Always get screwed.
I know. And I always get Grand Turk confused with Grand Cayman. I always go, yeah, we went to Grand Turk. What's that say? What's CC say?
Oh, so they probably dunk the clothes in the sea once and say, that'll be $5. Oh, my God. Jimmy C says, Carnival is the only choice, really. Well, Carnival has their self-service.
Yeah,
laundry.
Carnival has self-service. Yeah. I think some of the Princess ships, some of the Hale ships have self-service.
We had a cabin that was right across on one of the cruises, right across from the laundry room.
You know, I'm not wasting my valuable vacation time cleaning laundry.
Yeah. Hi, Elaine. Elaine, did you just come in?
When and where are you sailing in September? Nelson wants to know when and where are we sailing in September. Oh, Nelson, by the way, I got your message, but I didn't understand what you were asking me, and I think it's all straightened out because I saw that Nancy is now in the group. So was that what you were looking for? And we're sailing. Where are we sailing?
I have no clue. I have no idea. D&G, are you in the room? Where are we going?
I don't know where we're going. We're going to Canada, New England. It's in September.
I made the folder. It's all written out, but I have no memory, so I really couldn't tell you where we're going.
It's after school starts, so all the precious little children will be in school. And I'll be done with all the cuts and stuff. We're on the Escape. I know that's true. But I can't remember what the stops are.
I know.
I think it's Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Bar Harbor,
New Brunswick. Bay of Fundy. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Trying to think. I mean, I typed it all out, but who remembers?
Who knows?
Who's to say?
It doesn't matter. We're on a cruise, right?
So...
I
should have brought that here so we could.
Will you ever do a summertime group cruise like July or August? Maybe.
Could be.
You never know.
It depends. I mean, if we got a good deal and they were ports that we've never been to,
right?
Sure.
It's all about the deal. Yeah. It's all about the timing. I will tell you, we will never do a cruise in August. I can tell you that up front right now. I cannot do August with my work schedule. Sorry. He says yes, but no.
No, I said no.
But originally you said, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
August is tough because I'm a hairdresser, so everybody's getting ready for back to school in our area. School starts right around, what is it, Labor Day?
Mm-hmm. Right after Labor Day, yeah.
I always get confused with Labor Day and Memorial Day.
Oh, no, Memorial Day is just starting.
Oh. Elaine went on a New England, Canada cruise and said it was amazing.
Oh, good.
So,
what? We planned it before. This isn't new. We just couldn't go.
Oh.
Yeah, people, this is a good question. Thank you. Not to supersede other questions, but BJ Clark, what are your thoughts on the government shutdown complicating upcoming travel plans? We were talking about that. I saw the president of TSA union was on the news, talked hundreds of TSA workers have been calling in sick. He expects that more will be calling in sick. He says he doesn't think it's an organized sick call in, but it's going to make things difficult. And the first thing Kevin said to me was, oh, thank God we're not going on a cruise now.
Your sister just called.
Who?
Your sister
My
just
sister just called?
Yeah.
Well, that's never a good
thing.
thing.
That's never a good thing.
No.
So anyways, talk about the government shutdown.
So that's kind of concerning because, it's, you're talking about wait times and, things like that. And, when you're at the airport going through TSA, how crazy it could be.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
Someone's calling us and they don't even know us? What?
I don't know what you're talking.
I love when Kevin gets into all these crazy conversations with crazy people.
Okay, so this is coming up as his sister's phone number, but it's some pizza guy saying we ordered all these pizzas.
So my sister's phone number comes up on his cell phone, and it's a pizza place.
Yeah.
You ordered all these pizzas. Where are you?
Yeah, so I don't know why it's coming up like that and why they think we ordered pizzas, but we didn't.
Wait till I tell my sister. Ooh, an exciting story.
Yeah, so I don't understand. I don't know what. Katie says it's a scam. I hung up on him.
He was like, don't you know we're in the middle of a live stream?
They probably could hear me yell.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy, and I don't know how it comes up as your sister's.
I know.
As your sister's phone number.
That's pretty weird.
His sister saved in my phone book.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if they call again. You guys want to hear them if I call again? If they call again, I'll put them on speaker. Lachey says she thinks it's a real thing. The guy said that apparently we ordered 20 pizzas and a whole bunch of Sprites. And where the hell are we?
From your cell phone number.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're in the middle of a live stream. Well, you think we ordered pizza for everyone in the live stream.
All right, really?
Oh, my God.
So we'll see. If it comes up again, I'm going to put him on speaker.
Oh, my God. Lachey says spoofing scam is real.
But I don't know. I don't get why they would call asking me about some pizza.
That's just weird.
Thing.
Elaine Music. Kevin, you were a music major. What instrument, voice? I've been a music teacher for 25 years. I love it.
I was a voice major. Voice and music theory.
Not me. I don't know nothing.
What's cheat day?
Cheat day. Oh, would be like pizza day. Would be a cheat day.
But I didn't order pizza.
We did not order 25 pizzas.
No, he said 20 pizzas and a whole bunch of Sprites.
Sorry.
If he calls back, I'm going to tell him a different address.
Oh, God, don't. Rudy Alca, have you ever been on the Harmony of the Seas? No, have not been on the... Have I? I mean, I may not remember.
Harmony of the Seas. No, we haven't been on the Harmony of the Seas.
I wasn't.
Somebody was asking about the Sun earlier, and you have been on the Sun.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sure.
But it was a long time.
Long
I
time.
can't.
Yeah, I have no memory of it.
Yeah.
But apparently I was on the NCL Sun. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
What kind of guitar did you get? We
Well,
sold my guitar.
Who got a
Steve.
guitar?
I sold my guitar.
Yes. Yeah, we went from, be careful with my guitar. Don't put it here. Don't put it there. Oh, my God. Hug it. Kiss it. Save it. If there's a fire, oh, grab it. Nothing else, too.
Be quiet.
Go ahead. Sell it. Amazing how things change.
So Post Face says, so you guys recommend cruising with a passport or birth certificate and ID. I feel a passport is a better option. P.S. He wants pizza. Or they want pizza.
Passport and pizza.
Yes, you want your passport. Everybody needs to have a passport. In our opinion. It is the ultimate.
Ultimate.
I said ultimate.
Mint, not mint. Ultimate. You're not eating. It's not with the cookies.
It is the best identification. I think everybody should have a passport.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, you never know when you gotta get out of the country.
I mean, I remember we went way back, 2001. Went on my first cruise with the guys, with all my friends. Didn't have a passport. Here I was, little green newbie with my birth certificate and driver's license. And little did I, everything went well. But when I got my passport, when I was going to Europe, so in 2005, I got my passport for the 2006 Mediterranean cruise. They sent back everything and said, sorry, passport rejected. This is not a valid birth certificate. And I went, huh? It's the only thing I've ever had. It's what my mother gave me. And it said, it's not a birth certificate. It's a birth notice. Can you imagine if I had been at the port in 2001 with all my friends handing in my ID and they would have said, sorry, this is not a valid birth certificate. Mm-hmm. Everyone would have boarded the ship and I would have been stuck there in Miami all by myself.
Right.
Oh my God.
Mark was asking if Miami NCL terminal has global entry for disembarkation, and I did not see global entry at the port the last time when we were just there in November. But the NCL terminal in Miami is undergoing a massive reconstruction. They're actually leveling ground right now. They're building a new terminal. And then they're going to level the other terminal, or maybe they're going to integrate it in. I'm not really sure. It was in a cruise news that we did. And I'm assuming that they're going to be adding the global entry point at that. But that is not something that is decided by the cruise lines. That is something that is decided by the customs. Whether they feel like they need that there, or I'm assuming that it's going to be added because they're going to be redoing the terminal. And what are you pointing at? I'm
not pointing at anything. I'm just reading.
Oh, what are you reading?
Yes, well, Katie says they had signs when I was there, but it wasn't set up yet.
Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't even see a sign. I see the sign. I saw the sign. Opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Yeah, see, Gate Girl says always passport in case you get sick. I mean, if you're in a foreign country and you don't have a passport, you're kind of screwed. If you're in a hospital, say you break your leg. Okay, worst case scenario. I'm pushing Frank. I break my leg. I'm in the hospital now. If I don't have a passport, I can't fly home. I'm going to have to go through a big, what we call a gamarilla. We're going to have to go through a lot of trouble.
A lot of legal crap.
To get home. So I say passport. If you're going on a cruise, you should have a passport because you're not going to be able to fly without a passport.
Right.
Here's this guy again.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, my
here we
sister's
go.
calling, alias a pizza man.
Hello?
Nick Pizza here.
Yep.
I just want to know where I should drop off the pizzas.
I want to know who
I'm
this...
not sure. I'm trying to find your house.
Shut up.
Was it a road or was it a street? What exactly was it?
If you be quiet for a minute, I'll tell you.
Look, you ordered about 20 pizzas.
Okay, I have to tell you...
Right, so I'm just here to drop them off.
I don't know...
Okay.
Listen.
For somebody who wants our address, he won't shut up.
The house address or wherever you live so I can deliver these if that's work.
If you don't shut up, I can't tell you. So, first of all...
I don't care. You ordered these pizzas, you gotta pay for them.
I didn't order anything, and I don't gotta pay for anything. Right now, I'm in a live stream.
That's stupid. Why do you say that?
Listen.
Nope, you have to pay for them. You ordered them. That's how it works.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, look, I see your house right now. I'm gonna pull up and we're gonna get this all settled.
Great. Sounds great. Can't wait to see ya.
You have to pay.
An idiot.
What an idiot. And I think it is a recording. Lachey said it's a recording.
He just keeps repeating. Yeah, it's a repeat.
I'm going to have to block your sister now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And you guys, it comes up as Frank's sister. I should call Frank's sister.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Oh my God.
The pizza guy sure could use a course in customer relations.
Oh my God. Yeah, because
it's a scam. Better not to answer it because... Okay, Lori, it comes up as my sister-in-law. So I don't know.
Right, so how do you... Yeah.
How do you handle that?
How do you not answer the phone?
Especially...
Well, we didn't because you let it go to voicemail. Didn't you? Or you did answer?
Yeah, and then it just keeps ringing.
Oh, that's very crazy.
That's why I answered it. That's why I excused myself and answered the phone because Frank's mother is, what is she, 89? And so if the phone keeps coming, well, they're not going to get credit card numbers from me. And, I don't have any credit cards on here. Okay, now this is coming up scam likely.
Another phone call, scam likely.
Let me see. Let me answer this and see if it... Ella. Oh. Nope, another scam. I don't know what's with the scams today.
Oh my God.
So, anyways, that one was we have your back support and your blah, 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 blah.
We get so many of these scam calls about where should we ship your catheters, where should we ship your hearing aid supplies, where should blah, 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 all this craziness. It's just, oh my God, I don't understand why citizens have to put up with all these unwanted calls. And we block as many as we can. It's crazy.
Really? It's so stupid. Anyways, since the scam call, we've increased people watching us.
Scam.
They're waiting to see if we're going to get another scam call. What's that? Oh, no. Now we're getting a tweet. Oh, looks.
Oh, Cruise with Ben and David?
That was Cruise with Ben and David. Sorry, Ben and David. We'll have to talk to you later.
We're live.
Oh. Just learned in training, they try to get your address, last four, and your social, or any info from your phone apps. Well, I have no info attached to my phone apps, and if they want my social, they can have it, because I have LifeLock. And, I don't know. I hate when they try to get my phone number, because I would hate to think that they're calling other people using my phone number, because now maybe they're going to call somebody that I know and it's going to come up, but I can't help it because it says his sister's name.
Right. Now, Katie has just reported.
Yeah.
Katie is just reporting to the central news desk here that there are only 61 thumbs up. 61 thumbs up and 113 people watching. Excuse me? What?
Hey, what about thumbs down? We always get like 4 to 7 thumbs down.
I know.
Okay, Piggle thought of something.
What's the worst thing that has happened to you on a cruise ship? The worst thing. Oh my God, the worst thing.
The worst thing. Probably Adrian.
I would probably say Adrian. Yeah, I mean, to have a screaming match with the head of a department, somebody high up officer, with what else?
It would be a tie for me between Adrian and the NCL Bliss, in the constant all week long, and the Carnival.
I'm sorry you feel that way? Yeah.
Carnival Conquest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I feel that way. I'm sorry I feel that way. I'm sorry I feel that way. I'm sorry I feel that way.
I know, it was so awful. It was so awful. Yeah, yeah.
So that would probably be the tie.
Oh, yeah.
I would say,
yeah.
if it personally happened to us. Now, seeing stuff that happened, Valentine Bitch would probably be the worst. She
was the worst guest,
right.
Cruise passenger we've ever experienced was her.
Right.
And she was so vile and abusive to everyone in that restaurant on Valentine's Day. I think everybody wanted to just get up from their tables with their knives and stab her. She was really a horrid, horrid woman. Yeah.
We're glad that Adrian was nice to you.
You better have been. You were in the Haven.
And I'm sure since our cruise, even though Norwegian doesn't deny or confirm that they have spoken to him about our dealings with him. Everyone that we've spoken to since, whether or not they are sailing in the Haven or a regular guest, has not had an issue with him. So I only have to say to that I know that the issue was addressed. And I'm glad that nobody has an issue with him again. And as far as I know, no one in the Haven has had an issue with him, except for a VIP that was sailing on our sailing. And I don't want to bring up a name. Y'all can figure it out on your own. But he had issues too. So, and we really don't want to go down through the hitman path again. We got a lot of hate mail from that. And all we have to say to the hate mail is it was our experience. We were truthful in what happened.
We provided a list of other victims and names and cabin numbers of people who experienced along with us.
And we have
so
followed.
It is what it is.
And we had followed up with the people that were involved in the incidents. And nobody was contacted by NCL to verify.
Yeah, so much for any kind of investigation or anything, because, and it's funny, I just had somebody comment today that said, we watched the video and we just canceled our cruise on the NCL Bliss and we're going on Royal Caribbean instead. No one should be treated the way you were treated on the Bliss, so we canceled our cruise. Ooh.
And, we've thought long and hard about what we were going to do with Norwegian, and we think that one bad apple doesn't spoil everything.
Well, we have said that when people wanted to cancel the Encore cruise, and we had one or two people from the group cruise that canceled, and they said, I'm not giving my money to a company that treats their guests, and you are platinum, and on that cruise were listed as VIPs. How would they treat me if that's the way they treated you? And I'm like, well, that's kind of true, but that was just this jerk.
Yeah.
So,
and, there could have been a lot of variables to it, and I'm not giving him excuses because,
not at
frankly,
all.
there was no excuse for it. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and he is now on notice. If we ever cross paths again, you better not say anything, because I am no longer taking the responsible approach as a vlogger and notifying the cruise lines when I go. I do not notify NCL. It was frankly a courtesy that I gave them that I was coming on board and that I would be filming. I do follow their filming policies for vloggers, but from now on, if I see anybody approaching me and they look remotely nasty, the camera's going on. If it catches nothing but audio, I don't care. I'll have proof for the future, because you know, I did not film any of that interaction and screaming match because we were in the security area and I was following the rules and regulations. But guess what? If their staff isn't going to follow the rules and regulations, neither am I.
Yeah.
So you're on warning right now, NCL, or any cruise line. And you know, I speaking of that, the cruise community might find it interesting that Carnival has changed their filming policies. They really haven't publicized it a lot, but I have heard from other vloggers and creators on YouTube that have gone on Carnival ships recently, as recent as last month, that you are no longer allowed to film, take pictures. If you are filming and someone asks you to stop, you are to stop immediately. You cannot publicize things. They don't want any publicity, whether it's good or bad. They don't want you filming anything.
It's a big shutdown of...
and that's not just for vloggers. That is for vacationers as well. Because, you know, we do this for you guys, but we do it for us too. We can look back on our cruises and say, oh my God, we did that. Oh my God, that was awesome, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because we had several vloggers that said I was on board the Carnival, and they got their video cams out, and they're like, you know, here I am, blah, blah, blah. And immediately they came running over, stop filming, put that camera away. You're not allowed to film.
So we hope this doesn't become a trend among all of the cruise lines.
Can you imagine if all the cruise lines totally stopped filming? What that would do? Like passengers would not be able to have a film record of their vacations. What kind of nonsense is that?
Gavin, I'll get back to you in a little while. I'm live streaming right now. Oh. It always amazes me when people are messaging us while we're live streaming. So it'll be interesting what happens in the coming years with vlogging on cruise ships, and if they're just going to put the kibosh on all of it. And I think a lot of it has to come around to certain channels. I'm not going to name any names, that promote one line over another, and they don't say anything bad about any of the cruise lines. And they have a tendency to get their cruises for free because they're saying nothing but positive things. Well, in reality, we want to know if it's a good cruise or a bad cruise, or if they had good experiences, bad experiences, good food, bad food. What I will say to that is we always say what the truth is.
Right.
And what our experience is. And, you know, you could have two people on a cruise that have had two different experiences. We've been on cruises where I thought it was great and he thought it was crap.
Right.
Where a meal I thought was awesome, he thought was horrible.
Yeah.
Or he thought the excursion was great, and I thought it was stupid. So it's all personal taste.
Right.
And so we have continually said that we are going to tell the truth regardless.
Right.
We are not going to take compensation from the cruise lines. We've had a cruise line reach out to us wanting us to be brand ambassadors. It wasn't a cruise line that we go on
Right.
often, but they reached out to us and wanted us to be a handicapped or a disabled brand ambassador for them. But what that entailed for us, when I questioned it, was we could only sail on their cruise line. We would be able to go for free, but we wouldn't get any points towards, status. And we couldn't say the truth
Right.
about anything.
Yeah.
Everything would have to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns.
That's right. And we would just be representing and representative ambassadors of that cruise line and tell you that everything was great when maybe it wasn't. And,
Right.
And we don't want to be owned by anyone. So we are not sponsored, owned, co-opted. We pay for our crap ourselves. And if it's wonderful, great. If it's mediocre, amends, it's what it is. If it's crappy, we say it's crappy.
Right. See, now we're starting to see some things come back in our chat about what we were talking about previously, which was the no vlogging, no pictures, no photography.
Yeah.
And I am of the affect of Silo Steve, which is basically go to hell. I'm documenting my vacation. But it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, because read the fine print of your cruise contract.
If you read the contracts closely, the cruise contracts, in the very fine print, it says if you are asked to stop filming or taking a picture and you don't, they can eject you from the cruise ship.
Right.
So, I don't know if I'm willing to do that, but I really would kind of be like, go to hell. And I agree with Pete's Jeep. He said that no cameras would be corporate suicide. I think the cruise lines get a lot of advertising from Frank and myself, from Morgan, and Sherry, and Scott, and Jenny, and Sean, and
yeah.
Did we
release that video of what happened in the Garden Cafe?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. There's a vlog coming out, guys, where I was actually told to stop filming, and I basically ignored the guy, walked past him, and kept filming. Right. Something happened on the ship that they did not want anyone to see. They actually, when it was all said and done, were asking people if they filmed, and they wanted him to delete it.
They said, delete all the footage. Everybody needs to delete the footage. They were trying to shut it down. But first of all, when it happened, I was like, Kevin, get your camera, go. But you know what? To turn what happened into a positive, which is how well the cruise line handled the incident, is what we saw.
I mean, we saw they were shining stars.
Right.
Okay.
We did not take the incident and say, oh my God, tragedy on board the NCL getaway, drama, horror, nightmare. We didn't. It was, this is what happened, but look how they handled it. Right. Isn't it nice to see boom, boom, Johnny on the spot. Everybody ran and seemed to do the job that they knew they had to do.
And it was quick.
It was very comforting.
It was very comforting. It was it happened so fast.
So fast.
And that's all we're going to say about that. Just don't miss that vlog. It's very interesting. It's, let me see if I can find what day it's coming out, because I can't remember. It's just a couple of clicks away. What's going on in the chat there?
Tony Wilson is saying good night. Good night, Tony.
Night, Tony.
Yeah, really, Morgan Miller. Oh, we could write a book. You don't you don't even know. But
there it is. It's episode 14.
Episode 14. When is it coming
It's
up?
episode 14, and it is
Tuesday.
the next vlog. It's on Tuesday, January 8th.
This Tuesday.
Do not miss January 8th vlog. It's a short vlog. It's 7 minutes and 24 seconds long.
We just recorded the event.
We only recorded the event. I'm sorry in advance for the clickbait as far as the picture's concerned, but I wanted to get everybody's attention on this vlog, because we were very impressed on how the situation was handled and how fast it happened. But I will tell you, that I was really offended when they were asked, when first he told me to stop filming, and then secondly, when they were stopping people as they were exiting the area saying, did you film? Did you take pictures? Delete them, delete them, delete everything you have. You know, a lot of people just pretended like they didn't speak English and kept walking.
That's what we would have done.
That's what I did. Don't miss that vlog. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how they handled it.
Yeah.
And
see, that's the good part. I mean, excuse my language, but shit happens.
Right.
It's how you handle it that's the issue.
Right.
And if something bad happens, it happens. But it's how the cruise line handles the problem that is what everyone wants to know. So to me, it's comforting to see, oh my God, look what happened. Look how they handled it. Wow. Superstars.
Thanks, Lachey, for the super chat. Good night. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Katie, there was also another reason why they stopped the Quest game. People were getting hurt.
What Quest? What Quest?
They used to do this
it sounds
game,
familiar,
the
but I
Quest. We never really did it. And they would have people come from the audience and do all these weird, stupid things, like the bras and the... You know what I mean?
Sounds goofy. Sounds like crazy love boat crap.
Hairy
chest contest.
It was a game show thing, and they stopped it because of...
what happened?
Well, one person got hurt, and they sued the cruise line.
Oh, crap.
They didn't win.
Read the fine print of your cruise contract.
They stopped it because for many reasons. One of them being people didn't want to be filmed. But I have to tell everybody, because it's a big pet peeve of mine, if you're in public, you can be filmed.
You have no
you will be filmed.
Yeah, if you're in public, you have no expectations of privacy.
Right.
You're out in public.
Right. I've had people walk up to me and say, I don't want to be on film. I'm very respectful of that, but we don't really have to be. Because if you think about it, when you're on that ship, so the NCL Bliss, we'll use as an example, has over 4,000 cameras on the ship that are monitoring every square inch of that. Mm-hmm. You're being recorded from the time you leave your cabin until the time you go back to your cabin.
That's right.
You have no expectation of privacy or out in the public.
If you're in that hallway and you need to stop and scratch your butt, you're going to be on camera.
I love these videos. I watch them. He makes fun of me because I watch these videos on YouTube.
This is crazy.
People like going, you can't film me. You're not allowed to film me. And I'm sitting there laughing at them because the law is if you're in public, if you're in a public place, you can be filmed. And it's the other people that antagonize people like that really drive me nuts. Because if you don't want to be filmed, I'm not going to film you. But I'm warning everybody that's on the group cruise with us that are in the chat room, if you're on film, I can't help it. Because I can't make a list of people that are on the group cruise that don't want to be filmed.
I know.
So.
And now BJ Clark.
And that's the United States rules.
BJ Clark says she's a little sad we won't sail on Carnival anymore. Was hoping to run into you guys one day on a ship. Now,
Never know.
Yeah. Now Kevin would, consider the Carnival Vista.
We were considering the Vista and the Sunshine.
Horizon.
We found in the Horizon. We found a cruise on the Sunshine that we were going to sail on. We were going to take advantage of an offer that casino offer that came to us. And when I tried to book the cruise, we found out that they don't have any wheelchair accessible cabins on the Carnival Sunshine at all. None.
Boo-hoo.
Zero. So this is why we don't sail a lot on Carnival, because they are not handicap friendly. We're waiting to see what the Mardi Gras is coming out. They have a new it's going to have a roller coaster on it. Sounds a little crazy to me. But we're waiting.
That's right. That's the one.
Yeah.
The roller coaster.
We're waiting to see how many handicap rooms are going to be on that and what's going to be involved.
Did everybody see Kevin's video of the parasailing? Did you all like Kevin flying up into the skies?
That was crazy.
Myself was on shore, clutching my pearls, holding my rosary, and counting the potential insurance money that may have been coming my way.
Well, maybe I canceled that.
But we got great footage. Kevin had his little fluid inform mini camera, and then the people on the boat had his cell phone, so they got that angle. And I was on shore with Dave and Darlene filming from shore. I could see, the big parasail, the boat way out in the water, zoomed in as close as I could. It was crazy. Oh my God, my heart was palpitating, and I wasn't even up there.
It was really fun. I think it helped because Tori was so crazy.
Yeah, Tori was crazy.
But it was fun. It was fun. That being said, I don't think I would do it again. I'm not in a rush, let's say, to do it again. I have too many other things on my bucket list that I want to try and do.
Yeah, but it was great because the cost of the parasailing was $99 because of the booking deal we got. It gave us a $50 excursion credit at every port, so we got $50 off of that. So we only paid $49.
I don't know, Katie, if it was not as good because it wasn't sunny. I almost think it was better because it wasn't sunny. It was very nice to be overcast, believe it or not.
My mother and sister watched that video yesterday when they were here, and the first thing my mother said was, "Oh, it's a little overcast."
I liked it. It was nice.
No, actually, it was nice. It wasn't bright, glaring sun and off-putting.
I don't want to see into the water, Katie. Trust me. Plus, I'm blind as a bat, even with my glasses on, so I don't think I could see what's in the water. Even if... Did I tip what before or after? What's he asking?
Did you tip?
Yes, I can't remember.
Who's tipping?
I don't know. He said, did you tip before or after? I didn't tip anybody when I went parasailing. Was I supposed to tip?
Did you tip Curtis?
No.
You should have given him a tip.
I gave him a hug.
I was going to say, here's your tip, Curtis. You're awesome.
I haven't told Frank yet, but I've been thinking about the group cruise and what shore excursion I might want to do.
Oh, gosh. Now, you've already done horseback riding on the beach, parasailing.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a whale watch, a train ride. What's next?
Well, I was thinking...
Because it sounds like I'm not doing it.
Yes, and this is what I was thinking. Since the group is going to be so large...
Jimmy says that's a bad joke. Tip before you go sailing.
Oh, well, Jimmy, did you hear on the video? A lot of people didn't hear it, but I knew what he said. And it was very faint. As we were taking off, Curtis said, "We'll see you tomorrow," or "We'll pick you up tomorrow." So I was like, "What?" But anyways, getting back to the excursion I was thinking about. This is what I was thinking about.
Okay.
I was thinking that since the group is so big,
Yeah.
right, that on one of the days we might see now, I bet this is another scam call coming in.
We got another call coming from our neighbor,
Yeah.
Donna, who would really, unless
Who rarely would call me.
rarely, she watches our house for us.
And she knows that we're live streaming right now.
So I bet you this is somebody co-opting her number.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll see if they call again.
Yeah.
We'll see if they leave a message. But anyways, the thought process I had was that maybe someone from the group could push you.
Overboard?
No, like maybe Katie. Okay.
There she
There
is.
she is again.
She's coming in again on the phone.
So maybe Katie could push Frank, and you could take some people on an excursion, right? And then Dave and Darlene could take some people on a beach day excursion because they like beaches.
Yeah, Dave and Darlene. They're famous.
And the ones that want to come with me.
Okay, what are you doing? What's the big drum roll?
And maybe
Da-da-da.
swim with the dolphins.
Oh, yes, swim with the dolphins.
Or have a dolphin excursion. I thought that would be really, really cool.
I love dolphins.
What does this say? I am being violated. Oh, no, I'm being voluntated. Voluntold.
Well,
I said maybe.
Lori says maybe the pizza guy is at Donna's house.
Yeah, maybe the pizza guy's at Donna's house.
Oh, jeez.
Could be.
Oh, Lord.
I think it was a scam. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Kevin, do you prefer to get a tip before or after you style someone's hair?
Okay, well, let's not even talk about the tip. I'm telling some of these people, he needs to get paid for the service before they even get their butt in the chair.
Some of my clients I make pay before they get in the chair because they forget.
Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't get cash
Okay, let's not go
today.
into it.
Oh.
But I will say that for me, I am just expecting payment for my service. Tips are always like, woohoo, I got a tip. And usually you would tip after your service. I suggest you do that because what if you go someplace new and they jack you up? What if they've totally ruined your hair and you've already tipped them?
I know, really.
I'm just saying.
I know I burned your scalp, but tip, please. Will there be a tip involved?
So, yeah. So I usually wait until the service is performed. And
I know, really. I mean, why would you tip before the service is performed?
well, some people pay me before they even get their hair done. And I always feel weird because they've already paid me, and they've already given me a tip, and it's like, why are you doing that? I haven't done anything yet. And
what if I burn or blind you?
Well, I'm sure they think that they're gonna get.
Kevin won't hurt me.
I'm sure they think that they're gonna get better service that way, but that is my saying, Jimmy. Don't I say that all the time? I say that all the time. When I say like I got a tip for you, or like when we're at perfect example. There's a place where we used to go to get takeout, which we don't get takeout from anymore. And a few times I had gone and they had said, "What? No tip?" And I went, "Tip? I got a tip for you. Don't eat yellow snow." Or, "I got a tip for you. Don't ask for a tip."
I know. It's like, I ordered the food by phone. I came to pick it up, and you want a tip for what? Handing me the bag?
Yeah, so...
Come on.
I don't know. So, yeah, I say that all the time. That's so funny. But it is getting late.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What time is it?
It's 5:19 on the East Coast.
East Coast.
We're on the East Coast,
We
right?
are. We're still here. Hold on. Yep. Still here.
And I am totally going to start using Voluntold. I think that is great. Gotta think anything else?
Anything else? Anyone have any last minute questions before we roll out of here?
I can't believe that there's 105 people still here.
Still in. 3 people just came in.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, it was 102. Now it's 105. Oh no! Come on, questions. Anything. Throw them at us.
Have you? I don't recognize Sally's name.
Well, she says she's glad to catch up with us.
I know. So, have you missed all of our other live streams? Oh, they're all waiting for the spam. Well, I
the
can
next
tell
crazy
you,
spam call.
I can tell you right now that was a scam call from our neighbor Donna because she didn't leave a message, and she would have left a message.
She would have said, "Oh my God, my house is burning," or "Somebody died," or something, because that would be the only reason why she would call on a Sunday.
Right, and she usually texts me.
Yeah, usually it's a text thing.
Who's getting new shirt this time? What's a new shirt? What do you mean?
Who's getting a new shirt?
You mean for like our upcoming cruise? Whatever they have. Whatever size they have available.
I could be looking, I have 9 months till the cruise. I could be looking at a whole new wardrobe of no plaid shirts.
No. I'm not buying you all new clothes.
Well, that's mean.
Well, I'm sorry. It's too bad.
At least one. We usually get one new shirt. It's usually like one new shirt, and then we pick a shirt that we don't bring. So we switch it out. It's like, okay, I'm not going to bring this time because I got this new shirt.
So Mark wanted to know, they're going on the getaway, and they wanted to know next week.
Oh,
and they wanted to know if there's anything that is a must do on the getaway. And I think Frank and I have the same must do. Must do. And it is the Illusionarium.
Yes, dinner show.
Have to go.
If you're going next week, you should have already have booked it.
Yes. And if you haven't booked it yet, you need to call and book it.
You need to go to the Illusionarium.
Try to get the floor seat.
Dinner show. It's just awesome.
It's phenomenal. We said it was the best show we ever saw on a cruise ship ever. Yeah. On any cruise line.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
Thank you so much. Oh, phone is ringing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the house phone is ringing. Could it be another scam? Hope it's not Donna.
It is. This is your sister's phone number, but it's not. But do you think it's her?
Answer it.
Hello? Hello? Bonjour. You're a scammer. You're a scammer. Yeah, it's a recording. It's this is a different thing.
It's a lady now.
It's a Weasley guy voice. Oh. And he's like, "Hi. Hello? Hey, I found this phone in a restaurant."
Yeah, so now we've gone from Kevin's cell phone.
So now they're calling every number that's in my phone.
Now my sister's number's coming up on the house phone, and it's all these scams. What the hell? There's some crazy shit going on.
Yeah. So I don't know how to get rid of these scammers.
Yeah. Brenda Morgan wants to know, gem or jade, which is better? The jade was right behind the gem. We love the jade.
Yeah, I think the gem. I think we like the gem better. Yes, I'm gonna say I like the gem better all around. And what pushed it over the edge? This is what pushed it over the edge. It's so stupid. But the location of Bliss nightclub is what pushed it over for me. Because the Bliss nightclub on the Jade is in like the middle of the ship.
That's weird.
And you have to walk through it to get to different places. So it was kind of irritating at nighttime when parties were going on. And the Gem, Bliss is a totally isolated in a separate area closed off.
Here we go. Oh, it's a weird 407 area code number.
Hello, City Morgue.
City Morgue.
It's the same person.
Same person
It's
calling.
It's the same recording
with
thing.
a 407 area code.
Let's call it back.
You're right. That's Orlando because that is where Kevin's brother Sean lives.
And that was Sean's phone number.
That was Sean's phone number. I looked. I saw 407. Is that Sean? Yeah. They're hitting all our family numbers. This is crazy.
See, it would have happened, though, if I had answered or didn't answer.
I know. Hey, Leslie. Glad you stopped by. Leslie Bartley stopped by. Say hi. Yay.
Hey. I'm biting my nails.
Yes, we're being stalked.
We are being stalked. Going on the breakaway, April. Anything you can't miss.
A Harvest Cay. First time we were Harvest Cay, the private island. It's a whole beautiful little city unto itself.
Bring your swimsuit if you like to swim.
Yes, the pool.
Gorgeous pool.
The pool was endless. It had walkways, bridges. Lifeguards were like every, 50 feet?
Mm-hmm.
They had handicap hydraulic lift seats so that I would be able to get out of my wheelchair, get into that seat, and the hydraulic would lower me into the water. And those were on like every corner.
If you like hot dogs, they have a roaming hot dog cart on the breakaway.
Great restaurants. They had big restaurants there. Zip lining, paddle boating, parasailing, shops. I mean, I thought it was great because you think to yourself, it's a private island. Well, let me tell you, it certainly has changed from when I started cruising. I remember the NCL private island. Back then, it was nothing on it. It was a hut, and they gave you food. They cooked for you, and then you got back on the boat. It was nothing there.
Right.
So it was really great. And what was even better is that, it was a very long walk from the dock to the entrance to get in. But they had the trolley train to take everybody, and they had a special trolley train for people with wheelchairs and scooters. It was a private little car train with a ramp that they lowered the ramp. They pushed me on, turned me around. Kevin was in the front seat with the driver, and it was able to take 2 additional people to sit behind me. And I thought that was really great. Awesome. NCL.
Tiff said there's a website for Do Not Call. We are on that, but you have to do that every year. People don't know that, but it really doesn't matter. And we have a call blocker.
We have a call blocker.
We have this little machine thingy. It's called the Call Blocker 6000 or something. And it works awesome. So I don't know why this is... You know why this is happening? Because it's all the phone numbers we know.
Yeah. Pete's Jeep says, as a police officer, I can confirm that I've seen this before where your sister-in-law's phone has been hacked. Her contacts, I've been copied whether it's hacker or spam, or will use those contacts. Yeah, it's just, technology is wonderful, but this is what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, BJ, you can do a behind-the-scenes tour. That's really cool.
We were able to do just the behind-the-scene tour of the kitchen galley. We got a tour by the captain. Was it Nelson?
Yeah. Well, no, he wasn't the captain, honey. He was the hotel director.
The hotel director. Yeah.
The captain was busy driving the
ship. Yeah. Yeah, Nelson, the hotel director. Yeah, he gave us... But we didn't get... Because other people said... do the kitchen, do
the laundry. It's a whole
the theater,
thing.
The whole, yeah.
But the problem with some of the behind the scenes tours,
Karen Carter.
Some of the behind the scenes tours aren't accessible, and also you have to be like right on top of it. The first thing you do when you get on that ship is you run to guest services and you sign up because there's only limited space.
And they only do
it on the first sea day, and there usually are 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Jimmy C knows. You book the day you leave.
All right, bridge tour.
Yep. Now, Carnival does it, if I'm not mistaken, or they used to do it anyways, where it was a paid excursion. On NCL, it's a free behind-the-scenes tour.
But first come, first serve?
But it's first come, first serve, and Platinum and Platinum Plus and Ambassador get it first, get it for free. And I think bronze and silver and gold have to pay. I think that's how it works. I could be mistaken though. But we have to get going.
Yep, it's been 2.5 hours. Thank you for joining us for today's live stream and coffee chat.
We love you all. We really appreciate you coming and talking with us. Thank you for all the super chats. Sorry we went a little long, but it's fun. It's fun. We want to thank all of our moderators.
Yes, thank you, moderators.
Katie, James, and I'm not sure if it was Derek or Gregory here tonight, but D&G Explorers. And like I said, check out their channel because we will be cruising with them in September. So make sure you subscribe to them, to us, that you've thumbs up this video, that you followed us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. The Twitler.
The Twitler.
And until next time, we want to remind everybody to
travel safe
and cruise often.